You know what, guys? Sometimes bad bitches get depressed, and that's okay. Sometimes pretty girls get depressed, and that's okay. Sometimes bad bitches get stagnant, and that's okay. Sometimes bad bitches feel empty inside, and that's okay. So, guys, I wanted to come on here and be so very raw and honest today about how I am just not having the best day. I'm not having the best week. Despite getting good news, I am going through a transition period in my life. And I feel like instead of moping in my sadness and feeling bad for days on end, I want to focus on the things that lift me up in times of sadness and share that with you guys on here. The first thing that I do to regulate my nervous system and make sure that I feel my best is no matter how hard it is for me, first and foremost, staying productive. I am an ADHD girly, and I find that sometimes it is hard for me to stay productive. So, one of the things that I like to do to stay productive is clean my room and clean my living space. I like to clean my living space every day, whether it's just picking something up here or there. One thing that I learned from getting back on ADHD medication is that cleaning up little things here and there every day makes such a huge difference for the state of your mind. I truly do believe that if your environment is messy, then you will in turn be messy in the mind. And so, something I like to practice is just cleaning living spaces daily. I find that for me personally, it definitely helps me keep my mind off of whatever turmoil and chaos it is that I have going on upstairs. And I also believe that it can lead to long term success. The second thing that I like to do when I am feeling down and low is to leave my house. I would consider myself an ambivert, but when I was younger, I was definitely 100% extrovert. I loved being around people, or I just loved the feeling I would get from leaving my home. I'm the type of person I don't do well with feeling confined to a space. So I find that leaving a space and entering another space is very good for regulating my nervous system, um, keeping me entertained, because back to the ADHD, and just helping me feel like a human being, honestly. I feel like staying inside all day makes me feel like I'm not a person. And I don't like feeling like I'm not a person. You know what I mean? Um, so some places I like to go are the gym. I love to go to the gym. It used to be 5 days a week. Now it's dwindling down to like 2 to 4. But I want to get back to 5 days a week. I love going to the gym. I'm one of those people where I used to like sporadically go to the gym. Like I would start my gym journey and then start again like a few months later, or like I would start like a gym journey like every year, once like a week for the year. Now I am the type of person who goes religiously. I have been going religiously for about 3 months now, and I have lost around 45 pounds. So the gym is definitely my place I like to go to just feel my best. I love to kind of knock it out in the morning. I'm definitely the type of person where if I don't feel good, then I'm not good. You know what I mean? And I feel like when when I look good, I feel good. So I love to go to the gym. The gym aids in me being able to just throw anything on and feel good about myself. You know what I mean? Like the body low key is the fit. Like the body low key is the fit. Something else that I really enjoy doing is waking up early and making sure that I look presentable before I leave the house. That includes makeup and hair. Right now I have braids in so I can just like get up and go. Thank God. So a big part of that now would be makeup. I like to make sure that I get my skincare done every day so that I can just spot conceal and go, because I'm really not the type of person who wants to put like on a face full of foundation. Even though I have struggled with dark spots most of my life, I figured out how to just get a great concealer and spot conceal, do a little bit of mascara, make sure my eyebrows are filled in because I barely have eyebrow hair. I have a lip combo. I love the Sephora lip liner with the pink top from just like the original Sephora brand. I do that, and then I do a little lip gloss, and then I'm out the door. It doesn't take too long. It makes you look so much more presentable and put together. Just having a little bit of makeup on your face. It also does wonders for the way you get treated. And I know this is kind of like a sensitive topic for a lot of people, but unfortunately I have noticed that I get treated better when I look more presentable. People take me more serious, and I'm very much a feelings type of human being, and I notice the difference in treatment when I look put together versus when I don't. First of all, I want to feel good when I leave the house. And second of all, I want other people to receive me well when I leave the house. So, looking presentable before I leave the house is very important to me. Something else that I like to do when I am not feeling my best is journal. I love to journal. I recently lost a notebook, which jump scare. How scary is it? Can you just imagine losing a notebook? Jump scare a little, but thank God it was like a new notebook. I like to journal. I try to journal every day, but it never works out that way. I found that when I was getting back into journaling, that I would just pull out my journal in times of distress just to get my emotions out on paper. That led me to being able to just randomly, on my own volition, start pulling it out when I was having a good day. So I went from journaling when I was in distress to journaling when I was having a great day. I started journaling more for manifestation, to make sure that my life is going the way that I want it to go, and to make sure that I'm getting what I want in life. And I just find that it really helps clear the mind, especially for people who aren't that keen on speaking to a therapist, or just don't have like a lot of people they can trust to talk to. Journaling is great for getting out all your feelings and emotions, good and bad. The last thing that really helps me when I'm feeling down is going out into nature. When I was younger, I used to really not be the girl who wanted to go out into nature. But here and there, as I got older, like when I entered my teen years, sporadically, I would find that I really enjoyed like I would have like a friend who like asked me to go kayaking. I really enjoyed stuff like that. And so what I found out about myself is that I wasn't moving my body enough or taking nutrition seriously enough. And that's why I didn't like being out in nature. Now that I feel healthy and I feel able bodied 100%, I feel more inclined to go out in nature. And after I started to go out in nature more, I found that nature is absolutely so very healing. Even just to have, I wish you guys could see what I'm looking outside of right now. I'm sure you can see it a little bit behind there, but even just to have a place where I open the blinds and I'm greeted by so much beautiful greenery and sunshine, this is definitely something that contributes to internal healing, is just the human body being out in nature. I feel like we are creatures that are meant to be out in nature. I feel like being confined into the home all day long is so bad for the human body. I feel like we originally weren't meant to even be inside of homes. I feel like originally we were meant to be spending most of our time out in nature. And I just find that when I spend my time out in nature, my mind is so much more clear. My body feels so much more at ease. My nervous system feels so much more relaxed. And I feel that I just did myself a great service. So, those are all the things that I really enjoy doing to pick my spirits back up and just get myself back in the bad bitch mentality, because sometimes I do be forgetting that I am a bad bitch. I'm sure we all forget sometimes that we are bad bitches, but it's important to remember. Those are some of the things that I do. Let me know what you guys do down below, and please subscribe to my channel. I don't know if I should make this a podcast channel or a vlog channel because I will start vlogging soon. But yeah, I'm so excited. I don't know if this is going to be my first video or if another video is going to be my first video. I just got a new iPhone, so thank God I'm able to film on this. But soon I want to be able to get the Digi Osmo Pocket to start vlogging. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like what I had to say, please subscribe. I really want this channel to be about like lifestyle, health and wellness, fitness, beauty, and that's what I'm aiming towards. If you like what you saw, please make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to this channel. Mwah. Love you guys.